Welcome. I'm Pete Wolf, a retired senior meteorologist after a long career with the National Weather Service. In this short video, I'll briefly discuss an educational initiative that focuses on threat confirmation and its role in protecting life and property when official warnings are received. I'll discuss why I'd like to see this be a focus of Severe Weather Awareness Week in 2026. In addition, as one stricken by stage 4 cancer, I'll also discuss how I want this project to benefit a useful charitable foundation that will support efforts to fight this horrific disease. So official warnings are not designed to protect life and property, only to provide an initial alert of a potential hazard. The real life protecting step in the warning process is the next one, defined by social scientists as threat confirmation. This focuses on the where and the when, in which people seek information about the threat level and timing for their specific location, be it to look outside or look on TV for broadcast coverage. When a warning is issued, we don't want people to make immediate decisions based solely on the warning, be it to rush to protective shelter or to just ignore the warning due to the problem of false alarms. We want people to follow the threat confirmation step to assess when their particular location is actually going to be in danger. What technology could really help with this? Well, Doppler radar for one. It can be a powerful tool for threat confirmation. When someone receives an official government warning, be it through a phone alert, or a scroll on the bottom of the TV screen, or even a social media post, something is missing, the where and the when regarding the hazard. Warnings cover hundreds of square miles of territory and can last 30 to 60 minutes or longer. No information is given about if and when my specific location is in danger. Is it now? In 30 minutes? Perhaps not at all. Hard to make the right action decision without that information, right? Here's a great example that I frequently observe. We have a large tornado warning area shown in maroon, covering a portion of multiple counties. The warning tells everyone within the maroon polygon to take cover now. But we can do better than this using Doppler radar imagery. Here we see a storm producing a big tornado that is tracking northeast as given by the white arrow, which shows a 15-minute motion. Now, we want people in the town of Rives, shown as point A on the image, directly in the path of the hazard to take protective action now. We want people in the town of Haiti, point B, who are not yet in imminent danger, to monitor the hazard closely and be ready to act. The hazard is likely at least 30 minutes away, and could weaken or change its direction of motion slightly, sparing Haiti. Meanwhile, people in Blytheville, point C, are not in danger at all, despite being in the warning area. We have 3 different results, all within the warning area, where everyone is told to take cover now. This is why threat confirmation, focused on the where and the when, is an important step. Can you see how radar imagery can help someone make better decisions and reduce the impact of false alarms, which are frequent with government warnings? You've likely seen cases with many overlapping warning polygons, such as in this example. Very confusing for the TV meteorologist to describe. It is the radar imagery overlaid that helps define when and where imminent danger exists. Teaching people how to use this imagery when accessing it online or through a smartphone app could be very beneficial. Note in this example that on the locations highlighted, A through F, only F is in imminent danger, as radar imagery shows. How would anyone know this without viewing radar imagery? Sometimes the hazards don't stay within the polygons, as these examples show. Compare the messaging one gets from real-time radar imagery to that from official warnings. It'll often be quite different. Again, radar imagery can help those inside and outside of the polygons know if and when their location is in imminent danger. People can access real-time radar imagery online for free through online sites or smartphone apps. Here's an example of a radar app from the Weather Channel that has been downloaded over 100 million times, mostly by people with very little training on interpreting radar imagery. Now, this skill does not require a meteorology degree. It's a skill just like learning how to cook or drive. It requires knowledge and practice. In a minute, I'll describe how someone can get both. Here you see a comparison between NOAA Weather Radio, which is often pushed during Severe Weather Awareness Week, along with other ways to receive warnings, and real-time radar imagery, which is generally not pushed. Weather radio is primarily a warning alert tool that provides general area weather information. while radar imagery is a threat confirmation tool that one can use to focus on threats to specific locations. Radar can also be a better tool for assessing advisory level hazards that may not be deadly but can be impactful. Radar appears to be available to many people given the number of app downloads. Could they benefit from amateur level training on imagery interpretation to make better radar-based decisions? Now, online you can find many sources of radar imagery interpretation information, with most being small subtopics of this, perhaps focused on a given hazard. More complete options come in the form of university courses, which can be a bit too technical for the general public and can be expensive. As an alternative, I designed a more complete online resource at an amateur level that is self-study, provided at minimal cost, and offers knowledge and practice, as learning requires both. The result is the Radar Interpretation of Storm Hazards course, based on my experience in radar imagery interpretation. Here's what the course webpage looks like. It's quite simple. One just views each of the videos from top to bottom. That's it. It's just 2 hours long, with 3 40 to 45 minute videos that you complete on your own time, with short breaks between each video. It's called a power course because it gives you the skill and thus the power to make better decisions when you receive a government weather warning that includes your area. The course aims to teach people a skill they can learn that supports better decisions when they receive government warnings, one that can help them reduce the impact of false alarms. Now, this type of training needs to describe not only how radar works, but also how it does not work, the issues associated with radar, which can be significant. It also needs to describe the different products available, and this is all offered in video number 1. It also needs to describe the key signatures to look for associated with each storm hazard, be it tornado, hail, damaging winds, flash flooding, and even winter storms, which is offered in the second video. Finally, after providing the required knowledge, it needs to provide some practice, right? The third video provides numerous case examples and exercises that support this. In addition, the third video ends with a short bonus section that describes some useful radar imagery sources online and on smartphone apps. This unique initiative aims to fund a cancer supporting foundation. Now, I don't want people to donate to charity. I want them to learn for charity and gain a skill that can protect them when dangerous weather threatens. Severe Weather Awareness Week focuses on warning reception, having multiple ways to get warnings and so forth. This initiative focuses on threat confirmation, the key step in protecting life and property, focusing on answering the where and the when regarding the threat. I need partners who believe in the threat confirmation step, the value of real-time radar imagery interpretation for supporting better actionable decisions, and the need to protect people, especially when a TV meteorologist is not on the air or people cannot access the broadcast, and thus need a threat confirmation alternative. This will only be offered during the Severe Weather Awareness Week period in your state. I would like to see that period focus on threat confirmation, important not just to protect your community during severe weather, but ensuring your people are in the right place in time for response. As part of this, I want to get as many people to complete the online course as possible to support better decisions when warnings are received, to take action when in imminent danger, and not take action when not in danger. Please contact me at the email address shown here if you're interested in participating. During Severe Weather Awareness Week in 2026, help the people in your community gain the power to protect themselves and their families during severe weather, while reducing the impact of warning false alarms through the utilization of real-time radar imagery for effective threat confirmation. I hope you'll join me in my final educational mission while helping me build a beneficial charitable foundation to help those stricken with cancer. Thank you.